Hello everyone, welcome to a new reading. Today I am going to do a reading that someone commented if I could do, which was a Felix boyfriend reading, which lucky for them, this Felix was the next person in line for Stray Kids anyway. So let's jump into this reading and answer the question, what type of boyfriend will Felix be like? Okay, so what type of boyfriend will Felix be like? So the first card that came out to represent him is the moth, and this card is an air element, and we have a lot of green in this card, which talks about the heart chakra. So this kind of shows that he's going to be very genuine, very honest. He's going to really speak from his heart, so he's going to be very kind and compassionate to whoever he's dating, and he will also be very good at communicating how he's feeling, so that's why he will be very honest with whoever he's with. Also, with the moth, to me, this personally talks about going through a transformation that brings stability and brings security into a situation. So he will be someone that is extremely grounded. He will be someone that is he will be very fluffy and cuddly because moths are very fluffy. Well, fussy? I don't know how you can describe it. Also, with the moth card, I feel that this shows that he's a type of boyfriend that is very discreet, very low key. So he's not super flashy, he's not super flamboyant or loud about whoever he's dating or whoever he's with. He's a bit more low key, very comfy. As I mentioned, very fluffy and cuddly, I guess. Maybe whoever dates Felix will see him this way, and maybe that's why the words are coming that way. Or maybe he's someone that really likes to cuddle, and maybe physical touch is his love language. I'm not too sure. We will see when the other cards come up. But with the air element, it shows that to him communication is very important. He's someone that is very cautious with his word choice, and he thinks very carefully before he speaks as well, but he tries to be as honest as possible, but also very blunt and straightforward, but also not come off as too ruthless, brute, or he tries to not come off the wrong way. So he tries to make sure that even though he's being very honest, he's not being disrespectful to people. So whoever he's dating will know that Felix is someone that is very careful and cautious, not only with his attitude and his personality, but also with his word choice. So when he communicates and speaks to others, Felix does put the effort to be as eloquent as possible, but also to be very cautious. So he is aware that maybe he's trying to say something, but he also knows that the way that people take it could be different, they could interpret his words differently. So he tries to use the correct words and not leave any room for misunderstandings. So what type of boyfriend will he be? Someone that is quite cautious in that sense, but he's also very stable and practical with his way of doing things, especially if we see some of the other cards. So I do feel that when he communicates, he understands that his realistic way of being, his practical way of thinking and communicating can sometimes come off as a bit cold or ruthless. So I do feel that he tries to be a bit more, he tries to put a little bit of cushion to the truth that he speaks out. Now, the other cards that we have here. So we have a time for healing with the Balsamic Moon. We have a full moon in Taurus we have a full moon in Taurus with your dreams need a practical plan. And we have a new moon in Sagittarius with luck is on your side. So this tells me that he will be the type of boyfriend that may prefer to be at home, or he likes to do activities with whoever he's dating that will bring a lot of comfort, healing, and stability to not only the relationship, but also to them as individuals. With your dreams need a practical plan, this Taurus energy tells me that he is someone that loves to give gifts, or he loves to live a quality type of life. He likes to enjoy the luxuries of life as well. So even though he may seem a bit low key or maybe likes to have a simple lifestyle, it will be filled with luxuries. So this is a very earthy way of living as well. It's like this whole idea of like maybe he could be a minimalist, but at least everything that he has with him is of great quality. So the clothes that he wears may not be super flashy, but but he still looks elegant and expensive, if that makes sense. Or like the environment that he's in may not have a lot of things, but all the furniture that he has is of top quality. And the environment or the home that his space is always very very comfy. So whoever he is dating, he will probably prefer to be with someone that will bring a lot of peace and comfort into his life and will also understand his rules, if that makes sense. And what I mean by his rules in this case is that he probably has like a, I don't know how organized he may be, because even though he's a sun in Virgo, not all Virgo suns have a very systematic and organized way of living their life, because other placements in our astrological chart could influence us to be a bit different from the stereotypes of our sun sign. Now I'm saying that because I'm a Libra sun, but I have enough placements in Virgo for people to actually think that I'm a Virgo, even though I'm not. Anyway, so with him, I feel that he will prefer to be with someone that will follow his rules, because there's this sense of like, I don't know if he does, but if he has, for example, a moon in an earth sign, I'm saying that because we have this in my family. All of my sisters, we all have a moon in an earth sign. So that makes it for all of us to kind of have this unspoken rule of these are the rules and this is how we function. And I do feel that with Felix, it's something similar. He will be the type of boyfriend that he has a set routine or a set way of doing things that whoever he's dating, he will prefer if that person does not disrupt his flow. And what I mean by this is like if he has a system of like I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, then whoever he's with, he will prefer for that person to either join him and relax with him or to just leave him alone so he can enjoy his time relaxing on his own. So that's what I mean by someone that will follow his rules. I don't necessarily mean this as in like he is like very like laser focused or like, oh, this is how things have to be done. No, it's more along the lines of like he wants to make sure that whoever he's dating will very easily, the word that I got, melt into his routine and his lifestyle and not necessarily disrupt his flow, if that makes sense. Taurus energy is very chill and relaxed, pretty laid back, so that tells me that he will be the type of boyfriend that he's very hard to anger. It's very difficult for him to, it's hard to not get along with Felix. So I do feel that he'll be the type of boyfriend that will prefer to be with someone that will not push his buttons, put it that way. So he has very strong boundaries and he will prefer to be with someone that will respect those boundaries, right? Basically. But yeah, your dreams need a practical plan tells me that he is someone that maybe doesn't plan things that well. So he has a system of how he likes to live his life, but he may not be like completely organized or he's not super realistic to his approach and things. And what I mean by that is that maybe he's like, you know how they say work smarter, not harder? Well, with him it's the opposite. He is okay with like working very hard every day rather than creating a plan that will be a bit more effective. I think that he likes to stay a bit more focused on the present moment and work on what's in front of him rather than think of like this bigger picture. But yeah, with the full moon in Taurus, we have like the peak energy of this sign. So it's kind of like he is another thing that I got. He is very sensitive to smells, or he really enjoys smells. So colognes and perfumes, or maybe gifts that he likes to give, or those are things that he really enjoys. So having a clean home. Food could also be important. So he'll be the type of boyfriend that may take out whoever he's dating. He will take them out to eat, and that's one of the ways that he will feel like, oh, this is quality time. Now let's look at the other cards. So we have a new moon in Sagittarius. New moon talks about a new beginning, a new chapter in our lives, and with luck is on your side, it kind of tells me that Felix is someone that sees the glass half full. He's pretty optimistic. So this also kind of tells me that he is someone that is super abundant. He is someone that will feel like a lucky charm to whoever he's dating. He may be someone that is very abundant, or he's very good at seeking out opportunities, and because of that, that's why he's usually he could be very good at finding opportunities because he's usually very optimistic. So instead of like dwelling in something that did not work out, he tries to stay positive and starts to look for alternatives to improve his lifestyle or improve his environment. So also with Sagittarius, we have this energy of like he's someone that likes to go on adventures, he's someone that likes to try new things, he is a risk taker. So he will be the type of boyfriend that will like to try new things, or his downtime will be to go out on vacation. Now I don't really know Felix, so you guys tell me if I'm right or wrong based on what you know about him, but the cards make me feel that he likes to learn about new cultures and just likes to learn about new things constantly, or he likes to talk about like the philosophy of life, or like these big ideas, these big principles or theories, and discuss them in an intellectual way with whoever he's with. Or he just likes to really travel. He really likes to travel, so he would like to do that with whoever he's dating. But it all has to be in a way of like a vacation, relaxing, and just enjoyment. But let's look at the tarot that are clarifying this oracle cards. So to clarify the balsamic moon, we have the 10 of Pentacles reverse. So this tells me that he will be the type of boyfriend that at the moment he is not ready to provide his energy for another person. So I do feel that even though we haven't really gotten anything negative for him, it does feel that at this current moment he is going through a healing of working on himself and improving as an individual. So I don't think he really feels like I don't think he has a headspace or the energy to welcome in a new person into his life. And what I mean a new person is like this new energy to have as a companion and as a partner, so to date basically. And the 10 of Pentacles reverse tells me that he probably does want to get married and have a family. There's a high chance that he does want that, because the 10 of Pentacles talks about being able to not only provide for yourself financially, but also to be able to provide for your family or for others. And also the 10 of Pentacles talks about someone that has like this legacy that they're leaving behind for future generations. So that's why I'm saying that he probably wants to have a family of his own. But I do feel that with this card being reversed, it's like he's not there yet. And even though we're talking about dating here, the fact that this came up makes me think that whoever he dates will be because he sees this person as a potential life partner, and he probably does not date casually. So whoever he dates, he's not is because it's serious for him. He can't just like have like this one night stands or stuff. At least not in dating, at least. It feels like right now he's just healing, so he doesn't really have the time or space to be able to welcome in a new energy into his life. But it seems like at least the bigger picture of his lifetime, like his life goals, do include getting into a partnership and maybe having children. Now let's look onto the next card. We have the King of Wands reverse, and here we have a dragon to clarify the full moon in Taurus. So right now he doesn't feel that comfortable or that confident with taking action, and in this case I do feel that this is in all areas of his life, since he's going through healing and he's trying to kind of create a stronger foundation for himself that brings him the stability that he's comfortable with. Since he's working on that at this very moment, he doesn't feel like this King of Wands. So the King of Wands talks about someone that is very passionate, someone that is very proactive in achieving their goals, someone that's action oriented. It talks about someone in a way that is very energetic, and this is Aries energy. So with it being reversed, I do feel that at this moment he doesn't really feel motivated or driven to take action and to chase after his goals or to actively pursue them. And he's more of an energy where he wants to just relax and bring himself back together again, bringing stability and comfort to himself. So he's trying to create this safe space where he can create a stronger foundation that he can build upon. So right now he's not in the mentality to take action, as he's more of an energy where he's healing and manifesting in a way of like attracting like a magnet all of this abundance and bring it towards him. So this King of Wands reverse tells me that as a boyfriend, at this very moment, he may not be actively even looking for relationships, but when he's ready for it, he will be very meticulous and he will plan a lot for like if he has a date, he will plan a lot for it, and his priority will be to bring comfort, harmony, and beauty into the relationship. And when I mean beauty, I mean like the aesthetics have to be right, the vibe has to be right. I do feel like he will take care a lot of like the smallest of details when he's dating. So yeah, whoever he's with will get spoiled rotten. It's very low key though, so I don't think he will end up with someone that will demand too much of him. I think he will actually end up with someone that will appreciate even the smallest of actions that he takes towards them. So, like for example, just like even the smallest of gestures that he does will be something that will be appreciated by whoever he's dating. Because I do feel that he will end up dating someone that doesn't need like an adrenaline rush when it comes to dating. Like, he will probably end up with someone that can understand his low-key energy. So someone that can be okay with the sentiment and the emotions behind a very earthy way of doing things. Now, the other cards that are clarifying the new moon in Sagittarius, we have the Three of Wands upright and the Two of Pentacles reversed. So the Three of Wands here, we have travel over land and surveying your kingdom. Yeah, because the Three of Wands talks about someone that is thinking of expansion because they're overseeing what is available to them at the present moment. So this tells me that he's a type of boyfriend that makes do with what he has. So basically, that means that he is able to focus on the present moment and he makes the best out of whatever outcome he encounters. Or he could also be very creative. So let's say that he had planned a date to go camping, but the weather doesn't permit for the date to go through. So instead, what he does is that since all the camping equipment is already out, why not camp inside the house and just create like a little fort inside and pretend like he's camping but inside. So that's kind of what I mean, like make do with what he has. It's like this whole idea of like if things don't really work out the way that he had planned it, he's able to still go through with his plans in an unexpected way, but still it's still close to what he had originally thought of. So again, this whole idea of like he's very resourceful, I guess you could say that. Also, this Three of Wands talks about like long-term thinking, or like being able to see like the bigger picture and having this not insight, but being able to see like the long-term effects of things. So this tells me that he's a type of boyfriend that, again, since he's very cautious, so that does help him to not be reckless with his actions, and that also makes it that if he's able to see the bigger picture, that could explain why he's so cautious, because he's trying to make sure that even though he's living in the present moment, that whatever he does today will help him have the best outcome tomorrow, something along those lines. But yeah, he will be the type of boyfriend that is constantly talking about the future and how he sees whoever he's dating as part of his future and so on. And if that's the case, that could explain why at this current moment I don't think he's in the energy to be dating the way that he wishes to date. Because again, he doesn't have the energy or the headspace to welcome somebody into his life. But whoever he dates will be for the long run. Like, it doesn't matter if it lasts like a day or decades. At the moment that he decided to date this person, it was because he saw himself having like living the rest of his life with this person, if that makes sense. Now, the Two of Pentacles reverse tells me that right now he's struggling to juggle two things in his life. So it could be like his career in his love life or himself and his work. Like, there's a sense of like he's too busy learning how to prioritize different things in his life. He's too busy working, or there's too many other things that he's prioritizing that he can't really manage his time in a way where he feels comfortable. And if that's the case, that could also explain why he's not ready to date, or he's not really open to dating at the moment. And that's because he's trying to create a bit more of stability, and I think he could be prioritizing his career, and if not, he's prioritizing himself. I do feel that there's a lot of healing that he has to go through to create a stronger and a bit more of a stable foundation for himself. And the reason why I'm saying that is because your dreams need a practical plan. With this full moon in Taurus, kind of tells me that he has a lot of things that he wants to work on, and every day he is working towards something, but I do feel that that energy needs to be a bit more focused, so he has a bit more of an effective plan, rather than, again, as I mentioned earlier, he's working very hard, but I do feel that life is telling him that he doesn't need to work as hard, and he can still accomplish his dreams if he has a better approach to those goals. So even though what he's doing right now is taking him a step closer to his goals, there's a better way out there, and I think if he does a bit more healing, he'll be able to figure that out. So I do feel that that's just kind of like a general message for him, but if he were to focus on that and work through that, then I think that will help him be a bit more open to a romantic relationship, because then he will be a bit more stable in his energy. So is this connected to his career? Maybe, but I'm not too sure, because with your dreams need a practical plan, the word dreams makes me think that it could be connected to his career, but it's more about like his personal goals. So one of his personal goals could also be connected with his personality or his method or his way of living life. So he may be a bit unsatisfied with his approach to life right now, and that's what he's working on. Maybe there's some insecurities right now that he wants to get rid of, or some baggage that he wants to work through. I'm not too sure, but whatever it is, it's a step closer to continuing. It's a step towards improving himself as a person. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This reading did have a bit more of like what type of boyfriend he will be, and it also gave us a bit of an idea of where he's at in his love life. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and if not, at least found it entertaining. I will see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. And I wish Felix the best of luck in his healing, so like that he can be a bit more comfortable in his energy and a bit more comfortable in his present moment, and hopefully that will open up the doors for him to find the person that he is looking for, or that is meant to be in his love life. So yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one, whenever that is, however that is. Love and healing from my part to you, and bye.